Welcome back, everyone. Here to share the inspiring story of one Kansas City man who was working day and night to help dogs find lasting love is Larissa. Is none other than Larissa who's doing the same thing.
Yes, but even I have met my match,
well,
believe it or not.
He's pretty amazing.
Oh my gosh, I came across this guy named Scott on social media. He posts outrageous videos and photos. I mean, when I say he posts outrageous videos, we'll get to that in a second, but he worked in corporate America for years, and he decided he wasn't feeling it. Life just wasn't fulfilled for him. Wow. And he decided to quit one day and started dedicating his life to saving and bringing awareness to animals, long-term shelter animals. So these are dogs that have disabilities. They're bully breed dogs. They've been in the shelter for a year or more. And he dressed up as Santa Claus for Christmas and went and read to the dogs to remind them that they too will get adopted. He brought 100 stuffed little teddy bears to a dog named Bunny, who only was comforted by her little teddy bear that she ripped to shreds, so he fixed that. And he has just gone above and beyond when it comes to targeting animals and getting the word out to other people. And he's amazing.
It really is amazing.
What a great story, Larissa.
It's a fantastic story, and we're honored to have Scott join us again here. How you doing, Scott? Thanks for being here again. I know we saw you a little bit earlier. Now, one of the things that I think we should talk about is the fact that you really focus on dogs, like Larissa was saying, that have been in rescues and shelters for long periods of time. Why is it important to you to focus on these dogs?
I feel like there are a segment of animals in these shelters that are forgotten. These are the types of animals that maybe they're a little bit older, like you mentioned, special needs. You know, you get adopters that come in and everybody wants the puppy and they want the young and the pure breed dogs. So these are the ones that are just left behind, and that's why I focus on those animals. They need that extra help.
Oh,
beautiful.
It is so important. And I know you also organize a sort of party bus for these dogs that are in the long-term shelters. Tell us about this. It's such a great idea.
Well, I'm trying to always think outside the box, and I always have a little motive in my videos. My videos, you know, there's a big party bus, as you see here. Ultimately, I wanted to get all my dogs adopted, but they had just had a huge adoption event at the animal shelter. All of the animals in the building got adopted, with the exception of about 5 or 6 that had been there the longest, and my heart broke when I heard about those animals. So I decided I was going to give them the best day of their life, which was we rented a party bus and we went on a pet store pub crawl, as I like to call it. Pet stores knew we were coming. They spoiled them with gifts and collars and leashes and treats. And we just basically showed them that they're loved and that there is hope out there. And my purpose, like I said, was to find a home. And about 2 weeks after our party bus celebration, all 5 of those dogs found forever homes.
Yes.
See, man, you're doing amazing work.
I mean,
it's
honestly,
incredible.
I want to bring up one other thing you do, Scott, because I would love to do this one day. Every night, you take a dog from a shelter that truly needs a restful sleep, and you have sleepovers with them and get to learn about them and allow them to decompress. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I've been doing this for about 4 or 5 years. Basically what I do is I go into the shelters, I find out which dogs are really struggling the most. This could be a dog that was recently surrendered from, you know, a loving home and they're just lost. This could be a senior dog, special needs. It doesn't matter to me. I just want to take the dogs that are really struggling the most, get them out of there and give them 24 hours to decompress, to be loved. Yeah, and to be honest, most of the time they just sleep because they're just so stressed and so, you know, it's just so overwhelming in that environment. So my house is a sanctuary for them for at least 24 hours.
Yeah, you're an amazing guy, Scott. I mean, it's incredible.
I think Larissa is your spirit animal.
Right? The two of them together. Now, we need to ask you this, too. I know Larissa had mentioned that you left corporate America in order to kind of devote your time to this. How are you able to fund all of these different projects?
It's funny you asked. It's not easy. Basically, what I wanted to do, my goal when I left corporate America was I wanted to be able to volunteer 7 days a week, all day, every day, helping as many animals as I could. And ironically, there's nobody that wanted to pay me to do that, which is kind of funny. So I decided to create my own path. I knew that if I created a clothing line with really cool clothing that would fund my rescue work, I could hopefully work hard enough that it would be a sustainable online business that would allow me to, you know, really achieve my dream, which is just to volunteer all the time, every day.
Well, I know what I'm getting Larissa for Valentine's Day now. It's pretty simple. I mean, I feel like, Scott, you should take this party bus idea around the country.
Yes.
And if there's anyone who can do it, I think if you team up with this one over here,
let's go.
It's a done deal.
It's a party.
Hopefully people will see this and learn more about what you're doing, and it'll spread. Fantastic work. Keep doing what you're doing,
really
and thanks for taking the time to be with us today, Scott.
Thank you very much for having me, guys, and it's missiondrivengoods.com.
All right, man.
Thank you.
All right, dude. And thank you, Larissa. As always, we say it a lot, but it's true. You are an amazing human being as well for doing all that you do for animals.
Thank you.
To see all of the animals that we feature every day, go to hallmarkchannel.com and as well savebytheL.com.
And you all stick around. More from the family next.